How we doing? Today we are talking about how to lose fat and build muscle. I was just on live, but the call that I had was short, so I am back here on live. So I'm going to be helping you guys out with losing fat and building muscle. What I want to start off with is getting into some Q&A, and I actually want to take some calls during this call. And I think I'll hang out here for about, let's say 20, 30, maybe an hour. Who knows how long they'll go. But let's try to make this very beneficial for you guys. I want to help people reach their fitness goal. So in the comment section, tell me right now, what is your fitness goal? What's your fitness goal? All right, so we got somebody who is 5'11", 250. What's your goal? What's your goal? You trying to lose weight? Trying to build muscle? What's your fitness goal? I'll tell you guys a little about myself, right? Let me show you this real quick. So I'm gonna show you back how I was able to lose 30 pounds in 10 weeks, which is 2.5 months. So this is back when I had my last transformation. I lost 30 pounds of body fat in about 2.5 months. And this is what I did, all right? My diet was high in protein, low in calories. So every day for my breakfast, I would do some egg whites and chicken breasts and veggies. And I pretty much just ate like protein and veggies. For my meals, I did no snacking. I did a bunch of cardio. So I did like 1 to 2 hours of cardio a day. And I lifted weights 5 days a week. And by doing that, I was able to drop 30 pounds in 2.5 months. Okay. So tell me, what is your goal? So I'm seeing a lot of people who are trying to lose body fat. All right. So the biggest thing that I could say we need to focus on when you're trying to lose body fat is your diet. But I want to know, what are you guys, for everyone who is trying to lose body fat, what are you struggling with right now? What are you struggling with right now? Do you not have a meal plan? If you don't have a meal plan, that is the first thing that we need to create. We need to make a meal plan for ourselves. Now, when we're trying to make a meal plan, there are 2 things that we need to get right with our meal plan. We need to eat the right amount of calories, and we need to eat the right amount of protein. If we get those 2 things right, we'll be able to lose body fat and build muscle. Simple as that. So how do you figure out the right amount of calories? You use a calorie calculator. So go to Google, use a calorie calculator. That's going to tell you how many calories you need to eat in order to lose body fat. And if you want to build muscle, you need to find out what your goal weight is. And whatever your goal weight is, that's how many grams of protein you need to eat every day. So we have someone who said, I just want to lose 15 pounds. I weigh 148 at 5'4". Do I need to lose weight first and then build muscle? So you can lose weight and you can build muscle at the same time. So you can lose 15 pounds in about 1 to 2 months. I'd say 2 months if we take it at a nice steady pace. So what do we do if we want to lose 15 pounds? If we want to lose 50 pounds, first thing we need to do is make sure that we are eating the right amount of calories. So we need to figure out how many calories do we need to eat. And I'm going to do this for you guys right here, like step by step. So please pay attention to the screen. And I'm actually going to do this with you right now. Let's see. Yeah, pay attention. I'm going to do this literally right now so you guys can see how we calculate our calories. All right, ready and go. So look, first thing we need to do is we go to google.com. Can everybody see me? We go to google.com, then we type in calorie calculator. Once we type in calorie calculator, we're going to go to the one from, you could pick any calorie calculator, honestly. Once you pick that, you put in your age, your gender, your height, your weight, your activity level, and you press calculate. And it's going to tell you what you need to eat to maintain your weight, to lose weight, etc. Right? So look, right in front of you, you see how many calories you would have to eat in order to lose weight. Now you just got to make sure you eat the right amount of calories every single day. Then once we have the calories down, now we need to figure out how much grams of protein we need to eat every day. So when it comes to how much protein to eat, this is what I like to do. I like to eat 1 gram of protein for every pound I want to weigh. So since I want to weigh 190 pounds, I eat 190 grams of protein. How many pounds do you want to weigh? So you told me you weigh 150 and you want to weigh 135, okay, Malet? So you need to eat 135 grams of protein every day and the right amount of calories. And if you do that, you'll be able to build muscle while you're losing 15 pounds. Okay, so you'll be losing about 1 to 2 pounds of body fat a week and you'll be building some muscle. So if you give that like 2 months, you'll get to your goal. And that's how we do it. All right, calories and protein, most important thing. Okay, so someone asked me, is cottage cheese okay? So any food could technically be okay as long as you're eating the right amount of calories. So my question to you is, do you know how to count your calories? Do you know what calories are? And if you don't know what that is, that's like the number one thing that like we kind of got to learn. It really is important. Now, when I say things like eat chicken breast, and so you might not have heard me say this before, but usually I'll give people meal plans. I'll say you can have egg whites and spinach for breakfast. You can have meat and veggies for lunch. You can have meat and veggies for dinner. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to give you just like the cheat code, just like an easy way to be in a calorie deficit. But if you want to know like how much cottage cheese can I eat? Can I eat nuts? Can I eat peanut butter? Like the real answer is yes, you can eat it as long as you eat the right amount of calories. If you don't eat too much of it, you'll be fine. So you gotta know how to count your calories and track everything. So that is what you're gonna have to learn eventually. All right? So somebody said 3 meals of 8 ounces of chicken and 2 cups of broccoli is 12 grams of fiber. Is that enough on your diet? 12 grams is a little low. Now, if I'm trying to lose body fat, I don't care if my fiber falls a little low. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really too mad at that. A simple fix is you could just eat more veggies, and you could take a fiber supplement. Drink some Metamucil. Hi, coach. I'm 44 years old. I weigh 86 kilos. I want to lose 26 kilos. Can you give me a meal plan, please? Okay, yes. So let's come up with a meal plan for you now. The easy way that I like anytime I'm making a meal plan for somebody, if I want to just make it quick and easy for them and not have to think too much, what I'll say is, all right, you know, how many meals are you going to eat a day? Most people eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, I'll say, okay, we need to make sure that we have 3 meals. We need the calories to be low, and we need the protein to be high. How do we make a low-calorie, high-protein meal? Okay, let's think. How do we get our protein? We get our protein from protein sources. So meat, you know, like chicken and fish and steak, that's a protein source. But we also need the calories to be low. So what type of protein sources are also low in calories? Okay, so lean protein sources. That basically means it's a protein source that's like lean, meaning it does not have fat. Like a lean body is a body that doesn't have a lot of fat. So if we want a lean protein source, we got to look at the meat that don't got a lot of fat on it. So let's say you got ground beef, right? Let's say we're looking at ground beef. You got 80% lean ground beef, or you got 99% lean ground beef. Which one is leaner? All right. So if we're looking at 80% ground beef, 20% of that beef is fat. If we're looking at 99% lean ground beef, only 1% of that beef is fat. And just so you guys know, fat has a lot of calories. All right, so if we're looking for a protein source that's going to be low in calories but high in protein, we need the leaner cut of meat. So let me ask you this. Chicken breast versus chicken wings. Which one is leaner? Meaning which one has less fat? The chicken breast has less fat. Now, if it was that easy, right? If it's just like, okay, all we got to do is just pick the protein source that has no fat, then we would all be fit, right? So why do we eat the protein source that has a lot of fat on it? Because it tastes better. You know, lean protein sources are dry and nasty. It is, you know, it's dry, but it's going to get you to your goal. You know, like when I tell people eat chicken breast and broccoli and they say, well, chicken breast is I don't like chicken breast. I like chicken thighs better. It's like, duh, who doesn't? That's why, like, you eating it because it's going to get you to your goal. It's not supposed to taste good. You know what I'm saying? I just like somebody saying like, you know, like if you're trying to get rich, right? You got to wake up early to work on your business. It's like, but I don't want to do that. I would rather watch Netflix. It's like, duh. Like, you know what I'm saying? I tell somebody, look, for your brunch or your lunch or your dinner, you're going to eat chicken breast and broccoli and sugar-free barbecue sauce. I don't like chicken breast. I want to eat McDonald's. Like, of course you do. Who doesn't? I don't want to eat an apple. I want to eat a cookie. Duh. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just, I think that's funny. You know, I do have to mention that for all the people here who know you, like if you're trying to lose weight, you got to make sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why. Like when you look at what a fit person does, they're waking up early, they're doing their workouts, they're doing their cardio, they're eating food that's not the tastiest in the world. They doing hard things. Like it requires sacrifice. Cool. Somebody asked me, what do you think about fasting? So you don't need, like, fasting. So look, when you're trying to lose weight, you need to eat less calories. When you're trying to lose weight, you need to eat less calories. So what does fasting mean? Fasting means you're not eating, basically. So it could help you eat less calories. Now, the reason I don't fast and the reason why I don't have my clients fast, it's because most people are trying to lose weight and build muscle. And if you're just not eating, you're not gonna get your protein in. So, you know, that's why I personally don't do it, but it could help you lose weight. I fast for 16 hours and I eat within an 8-hour window. So, I mean, so if you're eating in an 8-hour window, as long as you're eating enough protein and you're not eating too many calories, you'll lose body fat and build muscle. But here's the thing. If you're eating the right amount of calories and the right amount of protein, you don't have to fast. So fasting is kind of irrelevant, even though it is helpful for some people. Like some people don't snack because they do intermittent fasting. So, and if that floats your boat and that helps you, cool. You know? There's some days when I intermittent fast, and I don't even like to call it intermittent fasting. I just like to eat later in the day because I'm not hungry earlier in the day. What do you think about eating 130 grams of protein in one sitting? I think that's fine. Hi, brother. I'm David from LA. I'm 43, and I'm. What's going on, David? How you doing? I like the formal introduction. Hi, brother. I'm David from LA. I'm 43, and I'm 206. I need some help to lose weight and build muscle. Okay, David. So, what are you currently doing? Look at my wife in the background. David, what are you currently doing right now to lose weight and build muscle? You know, like, are you dieting? Are you working out? Are you doing cardio? Are you doing anything? You know, tell me what you're doing now. Like, what do you need help with? What diet do you recommend for diabetics? So for diabetics, right, I would recommend, so you're diabetic, let's say, what are you trying to do? Isaac, are you trying to lose weight? So if you're diabetic, you're trying to lose weight, the way that I like to structure meal plans for diabetics, right now, look, I got family that got diabetes. So this is pretty much how I have them eat if they're trying to lose weight, build muscle, and keep their blood sugar under control. So anytime they're going to eat a plate of food, we look at the plate, we make sure on the plate we have a lean protein source, we got some green vegetables, and the biggest thing is the amount of carbs that we're eating. So most of the time, I tell them skip the carbs. Like, you don't need the rice. Just eat your steak, eat your asparagus, eat like that, you're gonna be good. But you like rice. That's probably the reason why you have diabetes, because you like carbs. If you're gonna eat carbs like rice and potatoes, just do it in moderation. All right, so on your plate, you can have steak, asparagus, and a half a cup of rice. Or steak, asparagus, half a sweet potato. You mess up when on your plate, it's mainly noodles or it's mainly rice. That's where you mess up. Or if you're snacking on chips and cookies. You know what I'm saying? So that's the advice that I got for you as a diabetic. Just follow this rule anytime you're gonna make a plate of food. On your plate, it should be 80% meat and vegetables and only 20% carbs. That'd be the rule. That's how you should eat if you're a diabetic. And of course, no cookies and no junk food, no garbage. You're welcome, Isaac. So look, the biggest thing, right, and I'll say this again, when you're trying to lose weight, if you're listening to what I'm saying right now, you need to have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, hear what I'm saying and make it a tangible, written plan. Like, if you guys could see my whiteboard that I have over here, I have written down my breakfast. I have breakfast, right? And I have 1 cup of egg whites, 5 ounces of chicken breast mixed. Like, I am so specific with what I'm going to eat. I know what I'm going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I know what my snack is going to be. It's specific. It's not me guessing. So if you're trying to lose weight, hear what I'm saying and take a sheet of paper right now and write down exactly what you're going to eat, and you follow that plan. that needs to get done, because you could know what you're going to do, but if you don't actually write it down and commit to following it, you're going to find yourself cheating on your diet, and then you're going to be upset thinking that nothing works for you. But you got to commit, write down what you're going to do and do it. I wish I could show you on my whiteboard. I have my meal plan written down. I have my cardio written down. I have the workouts written down. So I know exactly what I'm going to do. It is written down, and I just do it every single day. This is like the game plan to be successful in anything. Number one, you write down what your goal is. So your goal might be, I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to make X amount of dollars. Once you write down what your goal is and it's specific, then you make a plan. I'm going to eat this for breakfast. I'm going to eat this for lunch. I'm going to go to the gym at this time to this time. And then once you make your plan, then you follow the plan. And then you don't negotiate with yourself. You don't cheat on the plan. You don't change the plan based off of how you feel. You have your goal, then you have your plan, then you follow the plan. And if there was another step, it would be remove temptation. So if you have a meal plan, right, where you got to eat chicken and broccoli, throw away the donuts so you don't eat the donuts. Whatever's not in your plan shouldn't be there anyway. But if it's there tempting you, get rid of it. Because understand this, your plan has been designed to lead you to success. Your cravings, your feelings, the temptation is there as a roadblock. That's not going to lead you to success. That's going to lead you to the position that you're in right now, where you don't really like the way your body looks. You don't really like the way you're feeling when you look in the mirror. So stick to the plan and throw away anything that don't fit into your plan. And anybody that tells you, oh, this little bite won't hurt, this won't hurt, like ignore that and get them away from you. You know? Is salt-free popcorn a good snack? All right. Anyway, does that make sense? That is how you become successful. That is how you reach your goal. All right. That's how I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. I wrote the goal down. I made a plan and I followed the plan every single day. No cheat meals, no nothing. No temptation was around me for 6 months. I committed to it. And that's how I got that's how I got my first six pack. You know, some people get their first car. That's how I got my very first six pack. So if you want to see a good transformation like that, that's the steps that you got to go through. As simple as that. You know, that's what you got to do. Now, I want to take a little break and let you guys know that if anybody here wants one-on-one fitness coaching, text the word coach to 516-212-9162 for fitness coaching. Now, with fitness coaching, what do I do exactly? So I make you a plan, and then we do weekly check-ins to make sure that you are on track to hit your goal every week. All right, so it's an official program. So if you're like 14, don't even apply, because you can't afford it. All right, if you want something free, don't even apply to it. Just keep watching the free videos, because coaching is not free. Just want to throw that out there. All right, let's see. Let's get some more questions coming in. We got Brenda. I eat very clean, 5 ounces of chicken with veggies and sweet potato, and I do 4 weight training sessions a week and 30 minutes of cardio daily. Okay, Brenda, what else? What else? Do you accept insurance? No, Patrice, I wish I did, but no, I don't. Outside of water, what drinks do you recommend? Outside of water, what drinks do you recommend? So with drinks, you want to do low calorie drinks, or 0 calorie drinks rather. So you want to drink stuff that's not calories, right? You know, so like water is low calorie. Diet soda is 0 calories. So meaning if you drink this much water and this much diet soda, they're both 0 calories. So neither one of them is going to contribute to you getting fat, right? Diet juice is good. Anything that's low in calories. If you look on the back of it and it says like 0 calories or 5 calories, that's a good thing to drink. Like tea and coffee, these are great drinks. Okay? It's important not to drink your calories, because like if you could only eat 2,000 not even. Most people, right, that need to lose weight can only eat 1,200 calories a day or 1,500 calories a day. If that's all the calories you have to eat, you don't want to drink juice. Like if you drink this much juice and that's 500 calories, like that's almost half the amount of calories you can eat in a day. I'd rather you drink some diet juice that's 0 calories. It's going to taste the same pretty much. And this way you can eat 500 more calories worth of real food. That's why you don't want to drink stuff with calories in it, because it's a waste of calories. Now look, I do want to tell you guys this story, right, about how when I first found out about calories. I remember when I first started working out and I first found out about what a calorie deficit was. All right, so basically, I read that, okay, in order for me to lose 3 pounds a week, I had to eat 1,500 calories a day, and I needed to eat 200 grams of protein a day. And I remember, at the time, I used to eat 2 packs of M&Ms every day. And a pack of M&Ms was 250 calories. And I'm eating 2 packs of M&Ms just as a late afternoon snack. And that was 500 calories. Then I started researching, okay, what do I need to do in order to burn off 500 calories? And it said I had to run 5 miles, right? So I'm like, wow, wait. So it's either I can eat the 2 packs of M&Ms and burn it off if I was to run 5 miles, 4 or 5 miles, right? But running 4 to 5 miles is crazy, that's hard. Or I could just not eat the M&Ms, right? So that made it so clear to me that you cannot eat bad and then out exercise it. Because imagine if you eat 4 packs of M&Ms, you're not going to run 10 miles a day, right? And then something else was made clear to me. What if I did not eat the M&Ms and I still ran 5 miles a day? Then I would be losing a whole extra pound every week. That's why just because you might be working out hard, you still gotta eat right. You gotta stick to your diet. You know what I'm saying? So that was just an epiphany that I had when I first started working out, and that it changed my life. That's why I stopped going to Starbucks. I was drinking my calories. Exactly, Angie. And I can't lose the weight. I weigh 170 and I want to be 150. My goal, I was told I need 30 grams of protein 4 times a day. So Brenda, you don't need to split your protein up like that. Just eat 150 grams of protein however you want to split it up. It does make sense to do 30 grams of protein 4 times a day though. You can do 30 to 40 grams of protein 4 times a day. That isn't, that works. But as long as you get the total amount of protein, you're good. You don't got to be that specific with, it has to be 30 grams. It don't have to be like that. Do carbs matter as you cut? Nah, what matters as you cut is just making sure you're in a calorie deficit. Now, if you're trying to be in a calorie deficit, now look, calories means energy, or calories is basically food, right? Calories and food and energy, they kind of all mean the same thing. To be in a calorie deficit, AKA a cut to lose weight, that just basically means you have to be burning more energy or burning more food, burning more calories. You have to be more active, work out more, and eat less calories, AKA eat less food. So ultimately, you got to just eat less food while still getting in enough protein. I will say that. So carbs, you can eat carbs, you just can't eat a lot of carbs. You can't think you're going to eat 4 bagels a day or a bagel with cream cheese and chips and think you're going to be in a calorie deficit. You're not. So that's where carbs come. You just got to make sure you eat it in moderation. But if you're tracking your calories and you'll be in a calorie deficit, you'll be fine. But I've just, it's rare that you see most people eat a lot of carbs and still lose weight. Usually you got to cut the carbs down a little bit. You got to do something with it. I want to go from 235 down to 185. Where do I start? I would start with a diet. All right, I would start with a diet. Are you currently dieting at all? It's rough to get 200 grams of protein total a day. So this is what I do to get 200 grams of protein in a day, and I like to make it easy, right? So for my breakfast, I get in 70 grams of protein. I'll do 1 cup of egg whites, 5 ounces of chicken breast, and a side of mixed veggies. And I'll add an egg to it, right? So that's 60 to 70 grams of protein. For my lunch, I do 9 ounces of chicken breast and a side of mixed veggies. And then for my dinner, I do 9 ounces of chicken breast again with a side of mixed veggies. And then I'll have a protein shake before bed. So that's 230 grams of protein right there, easy. So that's what I do to make my, to get my protein in and to make it easy. Okay, so you need to diet, right? So somebody's basically saying they want to lose 50 pounds. Where do they start? Right? Like you start with a diet, right? You want to lose weight, you start with a diet. What are you going to eat for breakfast? What are you going to eat for lunch? What are you going to eat for dinner? Right? So for most men, actually, matter of fact, for all the guys that I coach that see the best progress, this is their meal plan that I give them. I'll have them do a protein shake for breakfast, or they'll do 2 cups of egg whites and some veggies. Lunch and dinner is like chicken, salmon, or beef with the side of veggies, and they'll have like 1 protein bar as a snack, or they'll have an apple or some kind of fruit as a snack. I've never had a man eat that and not lose fat and build muscle. Okay. Now, it's not a magic meal plan. It's just you're going to be in a calorie deficit, and your protein is going to be high. So that's where I would start. Okay. I need to lose 25 pounds. Faith, you could do like what I just said. Okay, protein shake for breakfast, meat and veggies for lunch, chicken, steak, or beef with veggies for dinner, and have a protein bar as a snack. Like, and this works. Like, I've had women that are 70. I've had men that are 60, men that are 40, men that are 25. I've had engineers do this. I've had stay-at-home moms do this. Like, and it works. Protein shake for breakfast, chicken, steak, or fish with veggies for lunch, chicken, steak, or fish, or beef with veggies for dinner, and have a little protein bar or some fruit as a snack. Like, I've seen it work with every different type of demographic under the sun. Could I do 100 pounds in 6 months? Nah, most people cannot lose 100 pounds in 6 months, to be honest with you. I was able to do it because I was crazy. On top of me dieting hard, I was also running 10 miles a day, and I was going to the gym like almost every day, basically. So on top of me, I was running 5 miles every morning. And I wasn't really running, I was jogging. It was like a slow jog. I was jogging 5 miles every morning, 5 miles every evening, and I was going to the gym. And I was just super strict with my diet. Now, most people are going to, you could lose 60 pounds in 6 months or 70 pounds in 6 months. I have seen some people lose 100 pounds in 6 months, though I have. I've seen some people lose 100 pounds in 5 months, but that's not typical, right? And you most likely can't do it unless you're just like, if you're like just one of those people, you just have that mindset, and then cool, you could do it. But I was different. Lose 30 pounds in 2 months? Yeah, do the same thing I just said. Why are carbs bad? Who told you carbs are bad? That is not true. I read somewhere that if you ate too much protein at one meal, the body will not utilize it all. Any thoughts? That's not true. That's not true. What do you think about incline treadmill 1 hour, 2 times a day for fat loss? I think that's good. Just make sure that you're dieting too. If you're dieting right and you're doing that, you'll be good. But when I don't have carbs, I feel tired. Is it because of the type of exercises I do that take the body pump, blades, and hit? What? Okay. So if you are used to eating carbs and you stop eating carbs and you're working out, of course you're going to feel a little tired. Like, that's completely normal. So what you want to do is this. I actually didn't even eat yet. Like, I didn't even get a chance to eat. Like, I've just been kind of running around all day. So I didn't even eat yet. Now, I went to the gym earlier and I was feeling exhausted during my workout. So when you cut your carbs, you will feel tired during your workout. What you can do is you can have a little bit of carbs before you go to the gym. So let's say in my diet, I don't have any carbs. Like right now, I don't have any carbs in my diet. If I was really feeling bad without carbs in my diet, then I would just eat a banana before I lifted weights, or I would have a few slices of toast before I went to the gym. I would just have a little bit of carbs before I work out. Simple fix. You avoid processed foods at all costs, right, coach? No, I don't. I eat processed foods all the time. Like protein shakes are processed, I eat that. Protein bars are processed, I eat that. Now, for the most part, I'm eating whole foods. Like my diet is like 90% or 95% whole foods, but I drink diet soda, I eat protein bars, I drink protein shakes, So, yeah. What do you think about keto diets? No carbs at all, only protein and carbs? Okay, you mean protein and fats. So I don't like the keto diet, to be honest with you. Now, it could work for fat loss, it could. I'm not really big on eliminating full food groups. So even with my diet right now, like I don't do keto. If you're doing protein and veggies, that's not keto. Keto is more so higher in fat. So I don't do keto. But you could do it. Can you season your food? Yes, you can. All right, let's take some calls. Let's take some calls, see if I can help some people out. We've been on for 30 minutes. Wow, time just flies. All right, let's take some calls. If you want to call in for fitness coaching, do so now. Do so now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to be logging off in, I'll give it 10 minutes, and then we're done. We got ADCJ726. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. So, I watch your videos all the time. You're a great motivator, and you just get right to the point with your videos. And so so I lost 10 pounds in 2.5 weeks. I was 347 pounds. I weighed myself this morning, and I'm 336 pounds. What I've been doing, and I don't know if I should continue to do it, but I'm fasting for 18, 19 hours, and I have a 5-hour window to eat. And all I've been doing is breaking my fast with the protein shake, double scoop protein shake. So I get about 50 grams of protein with my shake, and then I eat, a big lunch, you could say, is 2 chicken breasts with 2.5 cups of vegetables, mixed vegetables. And then for dinner, I usually just drink another protein shake or have a light, small meal. I don't know if I should be consuming more protein, or if I'm doing everything the way I'm supposed to be doing. Just want a little bit of feedback.
Okay, so right now I think what you're doing right now is good because you're losing weight quickly. You're like 330-ish pounds, like that's good. I would keep on running this until like something breaks. Now, what I mean by that is like, how do you feel by following this meal plan right now? How you feeling?
I feel good, man. Like I completely went cold turkey with carbs such as bread, pasta, any sugar, sodas, everything. I just cut it out, and after like the first week I was like sluggish and dreading it and wanting to go back to the ways, but I just pushed out that first week, and now like I just feel great, man. I feel good. I'm hungry, but I just drink water. I drink a gallon of water a day, and that suppresses my appetite. I drink green tea. So I feel good. I feel energetic. I'm not sluggish. I don't have, yeah, I feel good though.
Okay, so look, I'm loving everything you're saying right now. Like this is good because ultimately, what's your goal? To get down to like what, 250, 230-ish?
Yeah, I want to get to, my ideal weight is 250, but if I can get to, 270, 265, and I'll be good,
Okay, so yeah, if I was in your shoes, my thought process would be, all right, I'm doing something. I'll drop 10 pounds over the last 2 weeks. Let me just keep on running this because if I could do this for the next 6 to 8 months, I'll be close to the 250 mark, right? Or it might take you 9 months, whatever. But like if you keep on running this, like you will get to that goal eventually. All right, so that's number one. Now, what I'm hearing, right, and the one thing I would want you to look out for is if you ever do feel like you're about to kind of like crash out or like binge eat, don't go from like 100 back to 0. Like if you are going to eat something bad one day, and hopefully you don't, but if you are let's say you feel like having some ice cream and cookies, don't get
Right.
Ben and Jerry's. Get some like go online, look up low calorie ice cream. Okay, let me get some Halo Top.
Yeah.
Or binge eat freaking bananas or apples. Like do like the healthier options because right now you're super strict. If you ever fall off, try to fall off with like, okay, I'm gonna have some chicken breast and a little bit of quinoa today. You know, like don't go super unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? So just like bounce between being strict and just adding a little bit of variety. But yeah, like I
No,
think
yeah, I mean,
now it's just a game of time. If you just keep running what you're doing now, the next time we talk, you'll be like, hey, yeah, I lost 60 pounds. And it'll be I lost 100 pounds. So just a game of time now.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, you know, I just, like I said, I followed you for a long time watching videos, and, you know, just, I'm pretty sure everybody on here could attest, and, you know, you're a good motivator, and just say shit to the point, and, you know, people appreciate that. So
I
continue
appreciate
to
you,
do
man.
what you're doing, man. Best of luck, and thank you so much for everything, man.
I appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work. I love it. Look. I'm gonna
Thank you,
hold you
boss
to
man.
this, man. Look, come back on next week. Next week, Friday, you should be down another 4 or 5 pounds.
I got you. I'll check in back on Friday, man.
All right, cool. Talk to you then.
All right, take care.
All right. All right, next we got somebody named Money Man. How you doing, Money Man?
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Nice. First of all, yeah, thank you for your videos again. Like they're super powerful. Still, they're helpful. I'm in the UK and I'm taking it all in.
I appreciate that, man. I knew you was from the UK.
Yeah, you can tell it.
Yeah.
I'm here like everyone's saying, "Oh, I lost 30 pounds." But I'm like, "Oh yeah, kg, kilograms." But yeah, cool. Like the reason I wanted to come on was to say thank you for like a video that you just dropped. I think like literally it popped up on my timeline today where you was talking about like starting to do like 2 hours of cardio a day, like one in the morning and one in the evening. Because like I've been trying to lose some fat, so I started off. Well, I'll talk in kilograms, but I was at 138 kilograms. And I dropped down now to 122.5. So I think that's like 30 pounds or something like that. And I was doing like the cardio thing here and there, like maybe 3 times a week, like maybe like 1 hour a day and stuff like that. But then like I realized I was like, if I really want to like push for fat loss properly, because my diet is okay, like it's decent at the moment, you know, like we said, protein shake in the morning, like double scoop, like rice and chicken and stuff for lunch, like trying to have those low calorie drinks and stuff like that. But like what you said, like to kind of help with that fat loss process, I was kind of like not nervous, but I was like, oh, like is 2 hours of cardio a day, like is it okay? Is it gonna be like, is it gonna be detrimental? You know what I mean? Like, but kind of hearing you say it, like actually, yeah, like if you want to push for it, like just do 2 hours a day, like every day. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you.
Nah, no doubt, man. No doubt. So look, like right now, right? Like I do 2 hours now because my goal is right now I'm like 205, pounds, right? That's like 102 kg.
Yeah.
I'm trying to drop like 15 pounds over the next like 30 days. Now I got a fitness coach for myself as well too, so we kind of map out a plan for me.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I do 2 hours and I recommend it because I know a lot of people are like me, as in they're sedentary, like with their occupation. Like I'm sitting down all day. So when I count my steps, man, my steps are at like 2,000 a day if I don't do the cardio or if I don't intentionally go out to get my walks in. So that's why getting in that 1 to 2 hours of cardio, that can get you up to the 10 to 15K step mark, which makes fat loss so much easier. And another thing is your cardio don't gotta be like, you're not sprinting 2 hours a day. Like I go harder in the morning and then later at night, me and my wife gonna walk on the treadmill and watch Netflix while we do our cardio. So you modify it as you need to. And if I'm really tired one day, we're just gonna walk to the store a few times. We'll just take it easy.
Yeah. Oh man, that's really good. Yeah, thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate you, my guy. You're a G. You know that.
All right, man. Look. I want to get the accent down, but I ain't gonna do that on live. I'm gonna mess around and get canceled or something. All right, man. I'm gonna bring somebody else up. It was good. What's your name, by the way?
Cool. I'm Luke, bro.
Nice to meet you, Luke.
Nice to meet you, bro. Thank you so much. What was your name as well? What's your name as well?
My name is Sam. Sam.
Nice to meet you, Sam. Nice to meet you, Sam, man. You're the guy. Keep doing the good work, man. You're changing lives out here.
You already know, man. You already know, of course. All right, man.
Have a good one, Sam.
You
Take
too.
care, bro. Nice.
All right, we got an official Mike. Official Mike. What's going on?
Oh man, how you doing?
Doing all right?
Yeah, so once again, thank you for the videos. I watch your lives almost daily, so I'll be in here. I just wanted to ask, like, so I started at like 250 down to like 175 now, after like took about 9 months, calorie deficit, all that stuff. Now going into the bulk, you know, like when you try to bulk after cutting for so long, it's like not scary, but you know, you're just like aware of what you're doing. So I was just wondering, like, how do you know when to stop the bulk? You know what I'm saying? Like, how, like, not see my abs anymore or not? What would you say?
I mean, look, you could build muscle without getting fat. Right? I don't even like to say the word bulk because that implies that you got to put on body fat. Like, you don't need to. Like, you could eat at your calorie maintenance and just eat enough protein and work out and go for strength rather than going for like your weight increasing. You know, meaning calculate what you estimate your maintenance calories to be. So let's say that's 2,300. Eat that, eat 180 grams to 200 grams of protein a day. And when you're lifting every day, just aim to get stronger week by week. Now, here's a little nuance to that. When you're trying to kind of like maintain your weight or maintain your body fat level and get stronger, usually, like most people need to eat a little bit underneath their calorie maintenance. Because like if you ever have like a cheat day, like let's say you're eating at maintenance like 5 days a week and then over the weekend your calories go up, that will have you in a surplus. That's where you might start putting on some body fat. So to answer your question, like you don't have to put on body fat while you're trying to build muscle. I would eat at calorie maintenance or slightly below, hit my protein goal and aim for my strength to increase rather than for my weight to go up.
So don't worry about like the scale, how much pounds go up every week. Or...
Nah, my goal
because I've been like eating like, I would say it's probably a surplus for probably like 5 to 6 months now, and I'm only like 5'9", 175, but I'm eating around like 3,500 a day, and I'm not seeing any noticeable fat. So do you think that's because I'm like pretty active then, or because everyone tells me 35's a lot for someone like mine?
It is. Like, are you putting on? You said you're not really putting on body fat, so that's good. That's a good sign.
Like I'm not seeing noticeable fat, and I'm getting stronger in the gym, so I feel like.
So that's good.
You know?
So what that's telling me is that's like around where your maintenance is, because you know if you're not putting on body fat and you're getting stronger in the gym, that's a really good sign.
Yeah, I've been doing it for like 6 months. Still see abs pretty good. Obviously not as lean as I used to be, but it's definitely like it's not going like very fast. Plus, I'm getting like 170 to 200 grams of protein every day. So for someone 175, that's pretty decent, right?
Yeah, I mean, so like that sounds good. Now you gotta ask yourself this. It's like if you're putting on body fat a little bit too quickly, like it sounds like you're comfortable with how much fat you're putting on. But if you would like to do it a little bit leaner, right, put on muscle without putting on any more body fat, then I would drop the calories just a little bit. And my goal would be if I'm benching 225 for 6 reps, I want to try to get it up to 15 reps. You know what I'm saying? Like I would go for my strength to go up on every lift rather than for the scale to go up.
Sounds good, yeah. And I got one more question, if I could.
Go ahead.
So my right shoulder, from shoveling snow, I got like I pulled a muscle, and my right shoulder, you know, like when you do upper body, most things you got to use your shoulder. So it's like kind of been annoying. And then I tried lifting, re-aggravated it. So now I'm doing just left, like with my left arm. Is that, I heard like lifting with your left, there's something called like cross education or something, and that's something that like basically when you lift with your left, it keeps like muscles like decent on to your right arm until I can lift again. You think that's just the best option?
Yeah, I wouldn't like re-aggravate the injury, or maybe do like some physical therapy or something like that. But I wouldn't be irresponsible and like hurt myself. But for right now, lift the left side. And I have heard that before, that the right side will benefit even if you just train the left side. So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for all the videos again.
No problem,
Thanks a
man.
lot.
Congratulations on your success, man. The amount of weight you lost
Appreciate it.
is
I'm gonna keep
incredible.
watching you, all right?
All right, Mike.
Appreciate it. All right, have a good one.
You too. All right, now we have Donna Island Girl. And this will be the last person, and then we are going to be logging off, people. Hello, Donna Island Girl. How are you?
Yes, hi coach. I wanted to just jump in. I found you on TikTok, and just to give you a quick little history about me, I'm a 61-year-old retiree. I am diabetic. I had a bad fall 2 years ago that made my mobility somewhat limited. I walk, but can't do like a lot because some bones in my left foot got dislocated, so I walk with a special shoes. So my question to you, Coach Sam, is what advice would you give me as a diabetic that is overweight, gained a lot of, I'd say the last 2 years I've gained, I'm up to 290 pounds due to maybe not being as mobile as I used to be, and I honestly want to lose the weight. I want to lose the weight.
Okay, so you said you're 61 and you weigh what? You said
61.
290?
290, 290, that's right.
Okay.
And I'm on 2 different types of insulin, which is a double-edged sword because I took the insulin too, made me keep the weight on even when I try my best to limit what I eat. So, not sure, Coach Sam, if you could tell me what my diet should be like. I'd like to lose some weight.
Okay, so first things first. Do you have a diet now?
No, I just try to cut my carbs to as limited amount as like I'm originally from the island, so we eat a lot of starch. So I try to cut out the rice, the yams, the potatoes, and just mainly stick to my protein, my salad, but I do cheat a lot sometimes with the carbs.
Okay.
So even at maybe twice or 3 times a week, I end up putting carbs in.
Okay. So this is what I'm thinking, right? And let me know if this makes sense to you. What I would want you to do for the next 7 days, or let's say if you want to start on Monday, but personally, I'd recommend you start tomorrow, like Saturday morning. I would do this for the next 7 days.
Okay.
Number one, I would weigh myself every morning when I woke up. That's number one,
Okay.
right? Because you want to see if what we're doing is actually going to work or not, or if your body changes. Now, the first thing is we're weighing ourselves every day, but then we need to write out a specific meal plan for ourselves. So every day, like we want to be more specific than we have been. I know like we're trying to cut out the carbs, but I would get a sheet of paper and I would write down exactly what I'm going to eat for breakfast and what time I'm going to eat breakfast. What I'm going to eat for lunch
Okay.
and what time I'm going to eat lunch. Same thing for dinner and whatever my snack is going to be. That's the first thing that I would do, like make a specific meal plan, see it on paper, and stick to that every single day for the next 7 days while weighing myself every morning. And what you'll see is if we make the meal plan right and we stick to it every day, is 9 times out of 10, like I'm 90% sure that, I'm really 99.99999% sure that if we stick to that we'll drop 3 pounds that first week, maybe 4. And then if we do it again for another 7 days, we'll drop another 3 pounds. So that would be the approach that I would want you to take. Like, get more specific and direct with the meal plan and be less vague. Because the more vague it is, the easier it is to say, well, I eat healthy, but I cheat here and I kind of eat this. Yeah.
Right.
Just like with,
Right.
like, let's say I'm looking at your bank account. It's like, where is the money going? Well, I bought that. But if it's on paper and we see this is what I did, then we can better help
Right.
you. So that's what I would say.
And coach, I don't do lunch. So I normally start or break my fast at about 11:30, 12 o'clock most days. And I have breakfast, but I don't have lunch, and then I'll have dinner. Should I be having lunch?
Not
Or I could skip?
You could skip lunch, right? I would not skip lunch though if you skipping lunch makes you more likely to snack. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you skip lunch and then like when dinner comes, you're starving, then I wouldn't skip lunch. But if you could skip lunch and you just eat a healthy dinner and you go to sleep, that's fine. You could do that. So let's actually, before you go, let's get something
Right.
concrete down. So what are you going to eat for breakfast for the next 7 days?
Um, Looking at some of your videos, I see where you have eggs and egg whites. And could I do bacon?
Okay, yeah,
Can I do
but
bacon with that?
you could, but we got to be specific with how much of everything we're going to do. So we are,
Okay.
I believe you said we're 60, 290. So for breakfast, like let's write down, we'll do 1 cup of egg whites and 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon. How does that sound?
Yes, 1 cup of egg white, 2 eggs, and 2 strips of bacon. Got it.
Yeah. And then, do you want to eat lunch or do you want to skip lunch?
I could do a protein shake for lunch if you want.
Okay, yeah, so you could do a protein shake for lunch. That's solid. Now, how do you make your
Got it.
protein shake? That's a quiz question. How do you make a protein shake?
I must admit, I buy the Premier, the
Perfect.
ready-made.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
You could drink 1 or 2 of those for your lunch.
Okay, 2 protein shakes. So that would be 60 grams of protein with
Yes.
those 2, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Now, all
All
that's
right.
left is dinner.
Dinner.
So, what are we
Right.
going to eat for dinner?
Chicken.
Okay, okay. What kind of chicken? Is
And
it chicken breast, chicken thighs? Which one do you want? Either one could work.
all right. Okay, so breast or thighs can work. Can I do wings or in the air fryer or no?
Chicken wings are a little high in the calories. I would skip it for now.
Okay.
Once we
All
drop
right.
our
So,
first 20 pounds, then we could. Once we drop our first 50, then we could probably occasionally do chicken wings. So we do chicken wings like once a week. But for now,
okay.
like we're trying to see good
So
results, so let's stick to. We've been struggling before, so let's keep it to chicken breast or chicken thighs for now.
got it. And some mixed vegetable, like I always have the frozen ones in the refrigerator. I could.
Oh, you're just like me.
Those.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I do.
Okay. All right. Some frozen veg. Okay. No, do you want me to do any sweet potato or no? Just stick to the veg and the protein.
Can you do you need the sweet potato or can you just keep it as is?
I can do it as is
Okay.
without the sweet potato.
So let's do this. And now we have a meal plan.
Yes, we do.
Now, also write this down. Next to the chicken, right? Do 7 ounces of cooked chicken. So with your food scale, after the food is cooked, just make sure it's 7 ounces of it.
7 ounces of cooked chicken. Okay.
And then we have a meal plan. Now, if you get hungry after this, like let's say you wake up and you're like, oh, I really want something to snack on, you can go into your fridge and you can take another little piece of chicken, like later in the day if you really want to snack.
Okay.
All right, that's like my cheat code. Like,
Okay.
me switching from snacking on sweets to me snacking on chicken breast or steak, that has been like a game changer for me.
Got it. So I could do.
You cut out for a second. I can't hear you. Say it again.
If I was to drink anything, just water, the protein shake, or a diet soda.
Yeah.
Or no diet sodas.
You can do diet soda. So I start my day off with like a liter of water at least, and then I'll start getting. I might have like 1 or 2 diet sodas a day, like the little cans. But you do want to do more water than diet soda, but a diet soda won't hurt you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach Sam. I have a birthday coming up in 2 weeks. I'll be 61, and I am going to try my best to see if I can budge the scale.
Yeah, I ain't like if you do this, it will 100% like move, like 100%. And imagine if we do this for the next 3 months, you'd be like 260. So
I'm coming back to let you know. I'm going to reach back out to you to let you know.
yes, you can do it. You can do it. Now, a little word of advice for you and everybody else that's listening to this is if there's anything in your home right now that will tempt you, like cookies or chips or sweets, get rid of it. Because as me being the fitness coach I've been for the last, over a decade, I still, like, if there's chips in my cabinet, I'll eat those chips. So
Yes.
get rid of all of the
Yes.
temptation. This way, it can't tempt you because it's in the garbage.
I'm gonna let my kids know. My grandson, he is 7, and my son buys stuff for him. His snacks and so on. And yes, I must admit, sometimes I see it and I'll try that Oreo or that chocolate chip, and then I feel guilty afterwards. But yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
and you might not be able to get rid of all of it, but just try to get rid of as much of the temptation as possible.
All right, no problem, Coach.
All right. Donna, it was a pleasure
Thank you
talking
so.
to you. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Coach. You too. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Okay.
All right, everyone. That is all for today. I will catch you guys later. Okay? Now, I go live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time. If you would like to get text messages and emails every time before I go live, text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, 516-212-9162, right? Also, if you want one-on-one fitness coaching, then text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen right there, 516-212, etc. All right? Now, ooh, 1 second. What is this? Okay. Also, okay, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Also, my fitness app has been down for about a month, but it is now back online. So, on my fitness app, I usually charge $10 a year, but I did something really cool, right? I actually made a lot of good stuff on the app free. So you could get the fitness app right now, and you'll be able to get a free meal plan, a free cardio guide, and a free workout plan. Now it's not like customized or anything because like it's free, like it's but there are workout plans for gym, workout plans for at home. There are cardio plans. There are meal plans you can follow, and a lot of the most important stuff is free. There are extra hidden stuff it costs $10 a year to access everything, but it's a lot of good stuff on there for free. So if you're trying to lose body fat, you can get that like right now. And the fitness app, the name of it is Better You, Better Society. So you can look that up on all of the app stores. If you want me to, if you want to get the direct link to it, text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, 516-212-9162. You see the number right there on the screen. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. I'll try to do my best to help you guys out. Let's do it, stick to the plan. There's nothing else to say. You want to lose belly fat, body fat, lose weight, like the information is here. Meal plan, cardio, it's going to be hard. There's no cheat codes. There's no shortcuts to take, except if you do like Ozempic. But if you want to do it the old natural way, it's going to be hard. It's going to require dedication. Just, yeah. But you can do it. I believe in you. Peace out. Oh, the name of the app is Better You, Better Society. Text the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, and you will literally get you'll get the link to download the app. If you text the word coach to the number on the screen, and when you text me, right, text the word coach, nothing else. If you send other words, you're not going to get the link sent out to you because the automation is not going to go through. Text only the word coach to the number that you see on the screen, and then you'll get the application to fill out. Now, with the application, when you complete it, you will either be able to select my paid coaching program, which is my VIP, or you can get the free app, or there's different options you can select. But that's how you do it. The number is 516-212-9162. Let me see why you can't see it. Okay, yeah, I see why. I got you. 1 second. Let me pull this down a little bit. Hold on. Let me pull this number down. Okay. How about now? Can you see it? Yeah, I should be able to see it now. Yeah, the number's right here on the screen, 516-212-9162. All right. Oh, man, somebody's in here commenting. How do I block him? All right, everybody, peace out. Hold on, let me screenshot his name so I can block him. There we go. Yeah, apply for coaching, all of it. You know, just click either one of those buttons. It's the same thing. Once you fill out the application, you'll always be able to get the app or apply for coaching. All right, everybody. Later. Can I ask what happened to Cap? I haven't seen him in a while. I met you through him. Oh, so Mark is actually getting ready to, I believe he's moving. So he's moving and he actually is setting, like, I don't even want to spill his secrets. He has a surprise for you guys. So I don't want to spill the beans, but, you know, he's working on something big that he should be launching in a few days. So, you know, stay tuned for what No Cap is going to be dropping soon. Yes. So, yeah, he's still alive. He's alive. He's all good. All right, everybody. That's it. Peace out.